Hello students, this is the 20th part of matrices. Today I am going to explain to another method to solve the system of linear equations. The method 2 is called Cramer's rule. By using Cramer's rule, I will explain how to solve system of homogeneous and non-homogeneous equations. Okay, students listen. Let us consider the system of linear equation. Linear equations. a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. So these are the three linear equations in three variables x comma y comma z. We want to solve these three linear equations. Yes, especially first method is elimination method. Using elimination method you can find out x comma y comma z. That is not big problem. But our chapter is matrices. No? That's why I am explaining methods to solve system of linear equation using matrices. Okay. In general, you can solve these three equations by elimination method. First of all, you can eliminate any one of the variable by using first two equations. For example, you can eliminate z from these two equations. From second and third equation also you can eliminate z. You get new two equations in x and y. From that you can find x and y values. After that you can find z value. So this is called elimination method. Elimination method to solve the system of any number. If 3 variables 3 unknowns or 4 variables 4 unknowns, we can use elimination method to find the solution of that system of linear equations. But our chapter is matrices, that's why I want to use matrices method. Okay, already first method is completed, that is called matrix inverse method. Yeah. Second one is Cramer's rule. Students listen. To find the solutions of linear equation by using Cramer's rule, we need to do something. I mean, you need to create some matrices. Okay, first of all, in general, I can say coefficient matrix A. Coefficient matrix A, that is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and constant matrix is B, that is D1, D2, D3. Now important thing, for use this matrix, but to use this method, we need to create two matrices, say D1, D2, D3. New matrices need to create. So D1 can be created just first, sorry, what I wrote wrong here, I forgot to write another row, that is A3, B3, C3, okay, leave it. So, we need to create three matrices, say D1, D2, D3. First D1 matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. That matrix is obtained by replacing first column of the coefficient matrix by constant matrix. Means that is D1, D2, D3, remaining columns as it is B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. This is called D1. Okay. D2 is another matrix that can be obtained by using coefficient matrix only. Second column of coefficient matrix is replaced by constant matrix A1, A2, A3 as it is. Instead of B1, B2, B3, that column I want a D1, D2, D3 and last column as it is. Similarly, you can create a D3 matrix. Just we want to replace last column by constant matrix A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, D1, D2, D3. After creating these three matrices, we have the procedure to solve the equations. Here I am not explaining the method, proof none, just no need proof for this, just directly you can say that the x is defined as determinant of D1 by determinant of given matrix, coefficient matrix, and y is defined as determinant of D2 by determinant of A. Okay. So z is defined as determinant of D3 by determinant of A. Here also your A should be non-singular, then only you can solve the equations. Okay, means you get unique solution. To get unique solution, your determinant A should be non-zero, or given A should be non-singular. By using in this way, you can find the solutions. Okay. So through example, I will explain here. Here one example problem is given. Solve x plus y plus z equal 9, 2x plus 5y plus 7z equal 52, 2x plus y minus z equal 0. By using Cramer's rule, they asked, by using Cramer's rule, find the solution. Just to solve means you can use elimination method also. You can use elimination method also. By using elimination method also, you can find solutions. They will ask in essay type question, solve this equation by using matrix inverse method, solve these two equations by using Cramer's rule, solve this equation by Gauss-Jordan method, or like that. Okay. First of all, assume that they ask the question to solve by using Cramer's rule. First of all, I want to write a coefficient matrix, that is A 1 1 1 2 5 7 2 1 minus 1. After that, constant matrix, general we can say it is a D 9 52 0. Okay students, first of all I want to define D1. What is that? 9 52 0 1 5 1 1 7 minus 1. Okay students, D2 defined as 1 2 2 9 52 0 1 7 minus 1. So D3 is defined as 1 2 2 1 5 1 9 52 0. Students, now you want to find det A, det D1, det D2, det D3. After that you can find x and y and z values. First of all, I want to find det A. Yeah, to find det A, you no need to use any transformation, directly you can find. Okay, 1 time of minus 5 minus 7 minus first column, I am using first column, 1 times of minus 2 minus 14 plus 1 times of 2 minus 10. Observe, yeah, 2 minus 10. Okay, so what is this? Minus 12 here you will get. Here this is minus 16 plus 16. Here what is this? Minus 8. Okay, so what is that? Minus 20 plus 16, that is equal to minus 4, which is non-zero. No problem. Next D1, I want for D1. Directly I will write here D1. Det D1, sorry, det D1. Yeah, here also 9 times of, yeah, something minus 1 times of something plus 1 times of something. Here also I use the first row. Okay, minus 5 minus 7, 1 time. Okay, minus 52 minus 0 actually, plus 0 minus 0, that is not a big problem. 1 times of 52, again minus 0. Now I want to cross check. 1 times of minus 52 0. Okay, so I will write here D1, mod D1 I will write here. So what is that, Nana? This is minus 5 minus 12, 9 into minus 12. This is plus 52, this is minus plus 52 plus 52 plus 104. So 12 9s are 9 2s are 18, 9 1s are 19, 108 minus 108, minus 108 plus 104, that is minus 4. Okay. I want to write all here only, that's why I want to erase these things. I will write what you got mod A, I will write here det A, not read as mod A, that is wrong. Det A equal to minus 4. Okay. Yeah, determinant of second one D2 I want. Again I want you first column 1 times of something minus 9 times of something plus 1 times of something. So 1 time what, Nana? Minus 52 minus 0. 9 times of minus 2 minus 14, 14 this one. Yeah, that is 0 minus 104. Oh, here this is minus 52, this is minus 16, minus plus 69s are 16, 9 are 9 6 are 54, 9 1s are 9, 144 plus 144 minus 104. Okay students, 104 means 156 minus 156, correct only. Should subtract 144, 2, 5 minus 4, 1. So what is that? Minus 12. This is minus 12. D2 we got minus 12. Okay, D3. Determinant of D3. Yeah, 1 times of something, minus 1 times of something, plus 9 of something. Okay, 1 times of 0 minus 52. Yeah, 1 times of 0 minus 104. 9 times of 2 minus 10. This is minus 52. This is plus 104. Here minus 8 plus 9, 72, minus 72. Okay, correct only. Okay. Now what is the addition here? 4, 124. 124 minus 124 and 104 should subtract 0 to 20, minus 20, that is equal to minus 20. So actually I want to write all here. What I got I will write. Det A equal to minus 4, det D1 equal to minus 4, det D2 equal to minus 12, det D3 equal to minus 20. Okay students? Okay. According to Cramer's rule, x is equal to det D1 by det A. Det D1 minus 4 by minus 4, that is equal to 1. Y equal to det D2 by det A. Minus 12 by minus 4, that is equal to 3. Z equal to det D3 by det A. That is equal to minus 20 by minus 4, that is equal to 5. So you need to write conclusion. Therefore, x equal to 1 and y equal to 3, comma z equal to 5 is the solution of the system. Or you can cross check. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 9, first equation satisfying. Similarly, all the equation will satisfy. In this way, you can find x, y, z values, or you can solve system of linear equations by using Cramer's method or Cramer's rule. Okay students. Next, argumented matrix. What is meant by argumented matrix? I will write what is the definition of argumented matrix. For the system A1 x plus B1 y plus C1 z equal to D1. Take care now. To solve linear equations, all the linear equations, your constant should be right hand side of the equality. Okay. A2x plus B2y plus C2z, C2z equal to D2, and A3x plus B3y plus C3z equal to D2. Okay, what is coefficient matrix here? Just I will write, instead of coefficient I will write A, but in examination you need to write coefficient matrix A equal to, what is that Nana? A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay. What is constant matrix? B, D1, D2, D3. Listen, what is augmented matrix? Augmented matrix of given system I will write. Augmented matrix of given system. So what is this? This is 3 by 3, no? 3 by 3 means what happened? 3 rows and 3 columns. But 3 by 4 matrix. Augmented matrix 3 by 4 matrix. What is the fourth column? Fourth column is nothing but constant. Means what is that? Actually you need to write 3 by 3 first of all. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now you need to add one more column with the constant matrix. So what you get the resulting matrix, that is called augmented matrix of the given system. This is important. Sometimes AUGA they will write. AUGA, augmented matrix of A. Okay. So just one column is increased, that column is obtained from the constant matrix. Okay, this is called augmented matrix. This is also important for us. Okay, listen students. Next, very important, Gauss-Jordan method or method 3 to solve system of linear equations. Students, listen. Just I wrote something here. I want to read, Nana. I don't want to waste your time. Gauss-Jordan method or method 3 to solve the system of linear equations. Let us consider the system of linear equation. So, the augmented matrix, this already just now explained. If this augmented matrix can be reduced, listen, can be reduced in the form of this here, just like a unit matrix and the last column is alpha, beta, gamma. Just like this is unit matrix and this is alpha, beta, gamma. If this matrix is converted in this way by using row transformations, okay, then listen students, yeah, then that last column is there. No, in the last column, first element is x, second element is y, and third element is z. This is called Gauss-Jordan method. Once again, listen student, this is system of linear equation. This is augmented matrix. This augmented matrix should be converted in this form by using row transformations. 1 0 0 alpha, 0 1 0 beta, 0 0 1 gamma. Then alpha is called, what is instead of alpha, that is taken as x, this is taken as y, this is taken as z. So those are the solution of given system. This is called Gauss-Jordan method, students. So how can get made? By using row transformations only. So the above theorem, this matrix is called final matrix. Final matrix or echelon form or final matrix. Okay. Now sometimes given system may be have unique solution, sometimes may be infinitely many common solution, sometimes may be no solution. But how can you say? How can you say? By using Gauss-Jordan method. So here some information is given. Listen all of you. In echelon form, in any row, in the place of 1, we got 0. While transformation of rows. So if your echelon matrix is this, then directly you can say that this is x, this is y, this is z. Instead of these ones, 3 ones are there, no? Here 3 ones are. Instead of any one, we got 0. Any one, for example, here we got 0. Okay. See here, in echelon form, in any row, in the place of 1, we got 0, and in the same row, in that same row, either alpha or beta or gamma. In this same row, gamma is there. If gamma is 0, if this is also 0, then the system has infinitely many solutions. If that is non-zero number, then you can say that system doesn't have any solution. Means that, for example, you got here 2 nana, here you got 2, here is 0. Then you can say that system doesn't have any solution or no solution. For example, here also you got 0, here also you got 0. Then you can say that the system have infinitely many commons, just like 3 unknowns and 2 equations. If 3 unknowns and 2 equations are given, you can say there are infinitely many solutions. So you know how to solve them, how to find the infinitely many solutions, already explained method. Okay. So important thing, students, in any row, not only last one, any row. Listen, in any row, for example, in this row, if you got this is 0, and instead of beta, non-zero number you got, then you can say no solution. Instead of beta also you got 0. While row transformation, then you can say that the system having infinitely many common solutions. This is the method of Gauss-Jordan, but difficult to find the solutions. Okay, so here one example is given. So I want to solve this problem. First of all, what should do? We need to write augmented matrix. Okay, AUG matrix equal to 1 minus 1 3 5. So students, once again I want to say the standard equation in system, your constant should be right hand side of the equality. 4 2 minus 1 0 minus 1 3 1 5. So what the Gauss-Jordan method saying that you need to convert the matrix in this form. Okay, what this is echelon form. You need to convert echelon form. So what do you want, Nana? First of all, here I want observe, Nana. Here I want 0, here I want 0, like that. First of all, I will make these two zeros at a time. At a time I will make 0. Observe now. Row transformation should take care of that. Row transformation. R2 changed as R2 minus 4R1. Okay, just I will write now what happened. 1 minus 1, 3, 5. R2 changed, no, R2 changed R2. 4 minus 4, 0. Here 2 minus of that minus plus 4, 6. So here minus something, you will get new matrix. No, matrix na determinant this is. If after applying row transformations, column transformations of a square matrix, the debts are same, but here that is not meaning of that. So these two matrices are said to be equivalent matrix, not equal matrix. They are said to be equivalent matrices. They will use this symbol. A matrix is equivalent to B matrix after applying row transformations. Understood? That's why these two are not same matrices. Just in matrix language you can say that they are equivalent. Okay, that should take care. While finding determinants, in the concept of determinants, what happened? If that square matrices are given A and B, after row transformation, they are also equivalent matrices only. But what happened? The debts are same. The debts are same. Okay. Yeah, students. At a time I want to make these two zeros. Next R3 is changed as R3 plus R1. Students, observe not at all easy method this one. Patience is required to solve problems by using this method. First row, no change in first row. Yeah, here 0. What we will get? 2 minus 4 times of minus 1, 6. Next minus 1 minus 4 times of 3, minus 1 minus 12, minus 13. Should take care, correct or not? Understand? Okay. Next one is 0. Okay, minus 20, that is minus 20. But actually, while finding determinants, we need required zeros. No? But already here 0 is there. Now 0 becomes minus 20, no problem. But you want to make zeros here, not in last column. Okay. So addition 0, addition 2, addition 4, addition 10. Okay, students? Yeah. Okay. What happened here? 0, 0 you got. My plan is directly here also I can make 0. Directly here also I can make 0. Okay, first of all, what I want to do? I want to divide this by 2. I will write. Where should I write? Some next paper I will write. 1 minus 1, 3, 5, 0, 6, minus 13, 0 is minus 30, minus 20. Next, so directly I don't want to waste time, I will write here R3 becomes R3 by 2, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 0, 1, 2, 5. So directly here I can make 0, now here directly here I can make 0. Okay, somebody will think that if you use R3 changed as R3 plus R2, what happened? Again here you will get 1 adding. What will last row? 1, 0, 5, 10 you will get. Okay, you got 0 here, but again what happened here? Instead of 0, again you got 1. No, actually you want zeros. That's why this operation is not a favorable operation to find the values of x, y, z none. Okay, or to convert this matrix in the echelon form. Okay, should take care of that. So what I can do now directly here I can make 0. R3 changed as R3 minus 6R2, no problem. Here 0, 0, no problem. Here will directly will get 0. Any more 0 from this? Yeah, here I can make 0. Here also I can make 0. Here also R1 also I can change directly. So I will write R1 can be changed as what? R1 6R1 plus R2. Okay, observe students, what happens? 6R1, 6 directly 6, here 0. Okay, 18 minus 13, what is that? 5. 630 minus 20, that is 10. Okay, R3, no change in R2. Yeah, this is change in R3. What? R3 minus 6R1. R3 minus 6 R2. Okay, here no problem, no, 0 only will get. 1 minus 6, 0 only. R3 minus 6 R2, not 6 R3 minus R2. Okay, here 0. Here 6 R3 means 12 minus of minus plus 13, that is 25. Here what happened? 6 R3 30 minus of minus plus 20, that is 50. Okay, so now just here I want, instead of 13 you want 0, that's all. Instead of 13 you want 0. Okay, so now problem is completing, students. Listen, actually in examination you need to write this symbol actually. Okay, just R3 is changed as R3 divided by 25. Now problem is completing. One more operation required. 6 0 5 10 0 6 minus 13 minus 20 0 0 1 2. Students, listen now. So here I can make 0 directly. Here I can make 0 directly. Yeah. Next, R2 changed as R2 plus 13 R1. No, I want right here. Equivalent to 6 0 5 10 as it is. Yeah, here R2 plus 30, 0 only. Here you will change, R2 means 6 plus 13 into, what is this, R1 or R3? R3, not R1. Okay, 6 plus 13, that is 6 only, no change. So minus 13 plus 13, this is 0 here. Okay, here we will change, Nana. So what is R3 minus 20 plus 13 2s are 26 plus 6 you will get here. So 0 0 1 2. Next, yeah, what I want, 1 0 0. Here you don't want 5 here. So by using R3 I can make change it as a 0, Nana. R1 changed as R1 minus 5 R3 equivalent to, yeah, 6 as it is, 0 as it is. Yeah, 5 minus 5, 0. Yeah, 10 minus 10. Oh no, here also I am getting 0. Wait, 10 minus 10, 0. Here also I am getting 0. 0 6 0 6 0 0 1 2. Now completing problem. Last operation. R what is, how you got 10 here? No. R3 0. Here also 0, no, not 10, that one. Okay. So final result, R1 divided by 6, R2 divided by 6. Actually we need R1 changed as, R2 changed as, equivalent to 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 2. So this is echelon form. So directly I can say that x equal to 0 and y equal to 1, z equal to 2. Okay. Therefore, by Gauss-Jordan method, you should write by Gauss-Jordan method, x equal to 0, y equal to 1 and z equal to 2, and you can cross check. 0 1 2 0 1 2, cross check. 0 minus 1. Okay, here minus 1 plus 6 5, satisfying. So correct. Okay, one more problem, no? Because this method is difficult for us, that's why I want to explain one more problem. Here example 2, augmented matrix I want to write first of all. Okay, 2 minus 1 3 9 1 1 1 6 1 minus 1 1 2. Okay, somewhat easy, all ones are there, no problem. So you want to convert this into echelon form by using row transformations. Okay students, so yeah, listen. First of all, you need to make zeros in R2 and R3. After that, we will see about R1. So R2 changed as 2R2 minus R1. Here I want to make 0. Directly R3 minus R1 also correct. That is not a big problem. Okay. So R3 changed as 2R3 minus R1. Okay. No, directly I want, right? Yeah, this is as it is. 0. 2 minus half minus plus 3. Here 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. Yeah, 12. 12 minus 9. 12 minus 3. This is 0. What happened? Minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1. Next what nana? That is 2 minus 3 minus 1. So what next? 2 2s are 4 minus 9 minus 5. Okay. So what I got? 2 zeros I got here. Here directly I can make 0 if you add these two, subtract these two. In R2 here you can make 0. Okay. After that, so while adding this here, while subtract this here also will get make a 0 directly. That's what I am doing now. R1 changed as, sorry, R1 2R1 minus R3 I can say. Okay. R2 changed as R2 minus R3. Okay. So where should I write? I will write in next page only. That is better. Okay. 2R1 and 4. 4 minus 0, 4 only. I will write 4. Next, 2 minus 2. Minus 2. Okay, what is the use of multiplying 2R1 here? You don't make 0, no? Just R1 minus R3. That is better. This is not correct what I wrote. Okay. This is not correct. Just R1 minus R3. 2 minus 0, 2 only. I will write. Here 2 I will write. Next. Minus 1 minus 0. Sorry. Yeah. This minus this. R3 minus half minus plus 4. 9 minus half minus, that is 14. Okay. So what happened? R2 next. R2 minus R3. 0 minus 0. 0. 3 minus half minus plus 4. Minus 1 minus 0. 3 minus half minus plus 8. Last one. 0 minus 1 minus 1 5. 0 minus 1 minus 1 5. Okay students? Yeah. Okay students, I want cross check. 2 minus 1 3 9. So what is the last one? Here minus 5 is there. What I wrote, that is wrong. You should write here minus. So some simple operations. What I am doing? R1 changed as R1 by 2. R2 changed as R2 by 4. R3 changed as R3 by minus 1. Students, what happened? Equivalent to 1 0 2 7. 0 1 0 2 0 1 1 5. Okay. So first of all, what I can make this is 0, this is 0, this in part I can make this is by using R2. Okay. So R3 changed as R3 minus R2. So equivalent to 1 0 2 7 0 1 0 2. Here R3 minus R2. 0 minus 0 0 only. 1 minus 1 0 only. 1 minus 0 1 only, 5 minus 2 3. Okay. Now students, now directly you can make this easier, that is not big problem, by using R3. So I will write here only. So this is interesting. Yeah, what is that? R1 changed as R1 minus 2 R3. Okay, R1 1 minus 0 1 only, equivalent to 1 only, 0 0 0 no problem, 2 minus 2 0 here, super, here 7 minus 6 1 minute, 7 6. Okay, remaining matrices you write as it is. Okay, so the result final matrix is echelon matrix, echelon form. By Gauss-Jordan method you can say that x equal to 1, y equal to 2 and z equal to 3. Now we can cross check. Okay, sure. I want to explain one more problem because this method is important and difficult. Just I wanted argumentative matrix first of all. AUG matrix I can say, AUG I can write, no problem. But in exam you will write argumentative matrix. 1 1 minus 3 4, 2 1 minus 1 2, 3 2 minus 4 7. Okay, now I want to apply row transformations. Students, first of all our target is you can make these two are zeros. So R2 changed as R2 minus 2 R1, R3 changed as R3 minus 3 R1. Our target is to make these two zeros first. Okay, so first row as it is, second row 2 minus of 0, here this 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2 minus 1, here minus 1 plus 6, minus 1 plus 6 5, here 2, yeah 2 minus half minus 8 I think, 2 minus 8 that is minus 6, here 0, what is this Nana? 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3 minus 1 here, minus 4, what is that, plus 9, that is equal 5. Okay, next what Nana? R3, 7 minus 3 R1, 12, 1 minute, 7 minus, okay 12, what is this, minus 5. Okay, yeah, here only I want to complete Nana. What I can do, oh, this is adding, subtracting these two, here we are getting two zeros. Interesting problem. R3 changed as R3 minus R1, 1 1 minus 3 4, 0 minus 1 5 minus 6, 0 0 0 minus 5, that is 1. Okay, here only you can conclude that no solution. How can you say? In echelon form, not converted, actually last row having 3 zeros, right? Here 3 zeros. Okay, or you can make into echelon form, that is not big problem. Directly here you can make 0, and after that here you can make 0. Here only you can conclude that the last row having 0 0 1 means here zeros, and instead of gamma non-zero number is there, instead of actually here should be 1, no, instead of 1 we have 0, means according to the Gauss-Jordan method this system doesn't have any solution. Today now I want to finalize the last row. Now says 0 into x plus 0 into y plus 0 into z equal to 1 mean no x comma y comma z satisfies. now we need to stop process here. Stop the process. So from Gauss-Jordan method, we can conclude this system does not have any solution. Does not have any solution. Or another words, I can say that no solution.